video, we're going to learn how to add a product to our store. You should have already viewed the How to Set Up Your Store videos. Once you've done that, if you're not already, go ahead and log in. Come up to Vendor Portal and click on Vendor Dashboard. Once you do that, this screen will show up. Click on Products. I'm already at that point. So to add a new product, we're simply going to click on Add New Product. And there are a couple of different types of products that you can add. One is simple, that's what we're doing in this video. There's also a version that you can do where you can offer different variations of the same product. So if you have something that has different sizes and different colors, we'll do a walkthrough on how to do that in a separate video. For this one, we're only going to do one variation or one option. So we're going to click on the upload to set our featured image. And if you already have it in your media, you can click on it and click on set featured image. If not, you're going to click on upload files, find it on your computer and load it. So we're going to go ahead and click on set featured image. And all I do is click on the box here to pull that up. We're going to add a product name. And I already have some of this in here. And we're going to add our pricing. And if we'd like to do a discount, we can actually schedule a discount. So if we click on schedule, I'm just going to show you, we can put when we want that to start and when we want the special to end. And make sure you do it in this format and you have the year first. Then you can put how much discount to give here, but we're actually not going to use that for this. We can also upload multiple images, so I'm going to go ahead and add another one here. And then we need to select our product category. You can either scroll down through here, or you can type in the first couple of letters. And then we're going to add product tags. Those are words that people would use to search for your product. So we're going to put jewelry in there again. We're still loading tags and categories in here. So if there's something that we don't have included already that you need us to add, make sure you let us know. We'll be glad to get that added for you. Next, we're going to put just a quick product description in there. So I actually have it here. I'm just going to copy and paste it over quickly. And then you have two options. You can either create this product and go to that page, or you can create it and you can go ahead and add a new product. If you have several things to add, go ahead and do that. You're actually going to have to go back to the products page to add some more information about all of them. So for this purpose, we're just going to click on Create Product. And it'll take just a moment to load. Okay, so here's our new product. We're going to go ahead and put in some more information. The first step just got that onto our store, and then this lets us go in and edit and add more. So as you can see, we've already put in most of the information up top. You can go in here and click whether it's a downloadable or a virtual product. This is actually a physical product, so we're not going to mark either one of these. But if you have a downloadable product, say you're doing an hour consultation and adding that to your store, you can click on downloadable and we can actually click on that. Just want to see if it's going to bring anything else up top. But you can click on that and then we can create a certificate for them to download for you. Okay, so we have all of these fields filled out. In the actual description, that's where you can go in and put a longer description. So I just have a little bit longer description I'm going to add here for these purposes. Okay, and the next section is our inventory. If you have a SKU number, you need to use that to keep track of your inventory. You can add that in here. You can also click whether it's in stock or out of stock. Of course, you want to leave it in stock. And you can enable your product stock management. For that, under the quantity, you're going to add how many you have for sale. And then you can mark whether or not to allow back orders. If you want to go ahead and take orders even when you're out of stock because you can fill them quickly, you can go ahead and do that. You can also click if you only want to allow one of this product to be able to be sold in a single order. You may want to do that if you're doing a special, that discounted pricing that we were showing up earlier, so that people can only buy one. We're going to leave that blank. The next section is shipping and tax. And you can mark whether or not this product requires shipping. If it does require shipping, then you have the ability to go in and put some more details about the product size. And shipping class, you're going to leave that just on the no shipping class. And then you can decide whether you want to override your default shipping for your store. If you remember in one of the earlier videos, we set up the shipping for your store and you put in what your default pricing is. If this product is going to be different than that default, you can go in and change it. So we're going to put $5 shipping for this. If they order more than one product, then we're just going to charge them an extra $1.99 to ship that second product with it. You can also go in and change the time that's going to process. So if it's something that's going to take you 2 to 3 weeks to get in or get finished, you can change that here. The next section is whether or not this is a taxable item. If it's taxable, then you're going to leave that, but if it's not, you can click on no. You shouldn't use the shipping only, I wouldn't think, because that means that tax is only going to be charged on the shipping, which is Alabama is different. And then for your shipping class, leave that at standard. I'm actually going to put that on Dokkan. You're going to change that over to Dokkan, because that is the software that we're using that keeps track of all the taxes. Okay, the next thing we're coming down to is whether or not the product has attributes. And attributes are if it has different sizes, if there are things that you want to put in here. This is actually, if you're doing a single product, it's actually going to show up in the more information section. So you could click on color and then say, I'm going to add that attribute, say that it comes in brown and black. You really probably wouldn't use this unless you're going to set it up where they can order the separate ones. That's in the other video that we'll be doing. But you can also add a custom attribute. So if you do a custom attribute, you're going to click on Add Attribute. You're going to put a name in and then some text. So anything you want to show up in that more information about your product, it can be specs or product details, you can add that in there. And then discount options. If you want to allow a bulk discount, let's say if they buy 10, you're going to give them a 10% discount. You can add that in here. We're actually not going to use that because we didn't put that we had 10 in stock, but that is an option. Okay, and then next, product status. You can do it where it's online or it's a draft. If you're not ready for it to show in your store yet, you can save it as a draft and work on it and finish it up later. And of course, for visibility, you're going to want to leave that on visible unless you're doing it as a draft. Okay, purchase notes. This is a note that you can put in here that will go to anyone who purchases it. And then you want to make sure that you leave the reviews enabled. After you do that, click on Save Product. Once again, it's going to take a moment for it to save it into the system. Okay, and here's our product. It should have all of the information in here. We're going to click on it and look at it from the buyer's point. So when they go to your store and they click on it, this is what they're going to see. Okay, so here's our product, and it shows that we have 5 in stock. People can go in and change how many they want to order and add it to their cart. They can also share it over to all of their social media, so this is a great way to get some more visibility. And remember, we put in 2 different pictures, so that's going to change the picture out for you so you can look at different ones. You can move it around. You can increase it so you can see a little bit more. And then this, the long description that we put in, that's where this is going to show your shipping. This is going to tell you, of course we had, and when we set up the store, I just put in a test shipping policy and refund policy, but both of those will show here for you. Reviews, if there's already any reviews on the products, that will show right here. Vendor information. This is going to tell you a little bit more about who's selling the product, what reviews they have. You can click on this name and go to their store. And then more product information. Says no product has been found. That's if we're doing any of the upselling or cross-selling. That's going to show in there. And then if we had added anything else into that section where it had the, not the variables, but the attributes, it would show up here as more information. All right, and in our next video, we'll learn how to sell a little more complicated product.